Okay, for this project I am using a 5mm crochet hook, and I'm using Caron Simply Soft worsted weight acrylic, but you can use any kind of 4-ply yarn that you have. Okay, gonna need to make some of these. Now these are all the same size, they're just different colors. And you're going to need a total of 4 of them. All they are rows of double crochet. And I start off with a chain of 35. And I'm going to start off with a smaller chain just to show you how to do it, since I already have mine done, but I did a chain of 35. But you can certainly make this bag any size that you want. You can just start with any number of chains if you want it bigger or smaller. After you chain to 35, if it doesn't look big enough, you can do more if you want. But after you get that many, you want to double crochet in the 4th stitch from the hook, and we do not count the one that's on our hook. So 1, 2, 4. And then I'm just going to work across the chain, doing 1 double crochet in each stitch until I get to the end. This is going to be a really easy bag, and mine's red, white, and blue, American themed. But you don't have to do with those colors, because I know not everybody that watches is from America, but can do it. I mean, I'll just give you the basic idea of the bag, and you choose whatever colors you want. So once you get to the end of your chain, you want to do a chain 3 and turn, and then you start again, not in this very first one, because this chain 3 is counting as a stitch, the next one. And then we just do double crochet in each stitch again, all the way across. And you can switch colors wherever you want, or you don't have to switch colors. If you do it like me though, I made 2 solid blues, and then I made 2 red and white striped. I change colors after every row if you want to do it that way. But you just keep doing this, rows of the double crochet, chain of 3, turn, and continuing again. And I did a total of 13 rows altogether, and I did 13 rows on every single piece. And also, again, you can make it higher if you want, but that's just what I did. So once you get your 4 pieces, whatever color you choose, the same size. I started with 35, did 13 rows. Now I'm going to go around all my pieces with the row single crochet. So I'm going to start with a slip knot on my hook. And if there's a certain side that you like better than the other, they really kind of look the same, but whatever side you think looks better, have it facing you. And then I'm just going to start up here in the corner. I have a slip knot on my hook, so I'm just going to go ahead and pull through that slip knot. Then I'm going to chain 1, and that chain 1 is going to kind of act like a single crochet. So I'm just going to go to the next stitch and do a single crochet, and I'm going to do 1 single crochet in every stitch around. And you want to do this to every piece. each of the four big pieces that you make. Go around it in single crochet. And when you get to the corner here, when you're doing your single crochet, you get to the last stitch in the corner here, I'm going to do 2 single crochets in the corner, and then I'm going to start working my way down. And these stitches are going to be hard to kind of judge because you're working on the sides right here. So just do the best you can just to evenly space them out. That's about all you can do. So kind of like that. I always kind of go by every double crochet for the side of it. That's what we're working in. I put 2 single crochets. I space them out, the 2 in between it, like that. That's kind of what I do. That way I know I'm kind of evenly spacing them. So I'm just going to continue doing this. Just going to continue working my way around. Put in single crochet in each stitch, and you won't really see these stitches on the sides, pretty much just the top, because we'll sew this on the sides. So I mean, you don't have to be too particular about the sides of it. So I'm just going to go ahead and finish this up 1 single crochet all the way back around to the beginning. And for the 2 side pieces, they need to be done the same, but for them I'm going to start with a row of 12. Start with a chain of 12, and then I want to do a double crochet in the 4th stitch from the hook, like that, and then 1 double in each stitch across. Like that. Chain 3, turn. So we're doing it the same way, just smaller scale, and working my way across again. With 1 double crochet in each stitch. And I'll just keep working back and forth, and you want to make sure you go through that little turn chain here. That counts as a stitch. I'm just going to keep working back and forth, and I'll need a total of 13 rows. Since this is going to be my side piece, I want it to be the same size. And if you did yours taller than 13, you just do however many tall you did. But I did 13. And I'm just going to keep going until I get 13, and then I'm going to make it the exact same one again for the other side. So we'll have our 4 pieces done, our 1 bottom, and then I'm going to work on my 2 sides, and then I'm going to finish going around all 4 of my big pieces with a row of single crochet, and then I will meet back up with you in a few minutes. Okay, now I'm going to start sewing it together. So I'm going to use these 2 pieces, and then my bottom and my 2 sides, and I want my good side facing me, and I'm just going to set it down here like this, going to start with the slip knot on my hook. And now I'm just going to sew it together. Let me see. I'm going to start at the corner stitch up here. And then a corner stitch up on this piece. Okay, I'm going to go ahead and pull through that slip knot that's on my hook, like that. Now I'm going to single crochet this together. So I'm going to go back in the exact same stitch that I just started in and do a single crochet. I'm going to hide my tail here as I go, so I'm going to put it behind me. And now I'm just going to work my way down. I'm going to go in a stitch here, and then a stitch on this piece back here, single crochet. And I'm going to do this all the way down, just matching up stitches and getting this piece sewed on. Stitch here, and then you go through a stitch on this side piece, single crochet, just like that. I'm going to do this until I get to the end. It'll get a little easier once you get it started. I clip this tail out of the way. It always confuses me. There we go. Now I'm just going to match stitches all the way down. And I want to do this to each side and the bottom. I'm going to do them the same way. So I want to do this to the end here, and then I'll add my start, and I'll do the same thing to my bottom and then my other side. And then what I'll do is I'll flip it over after I get them 3 pieces sewed on. Flip it over, and then I'll sew this piece on the same way, only to the opposite side like that. So single crochet the same way in my bottom piece all the way around until the bag's sewed up all the way. My sides all sewed on, and then what I had left was the corner pieces, and I just single crocheted them together. And now what I'm doing is I'm taking my big solid piece and I laid it on the top, and I slip stitched it together all the way down on this one side, and then I'm going to do it to the other side. So I'll show you real quick how I did it. I just started with the slip knot on my hook, and just start in a corner of this piece and the corner of this one, and go through that slip knot on your hook. Just getting hung up on something there. Well, this is embarrassing. Okay, go ahead and go through the knot on your slip knot on your hook, and now I'm just gonna slip stitch it together all the way down the side, matching up my stitches. So just kind of like we did when we single crocheted it together, but this time I'm slip stitching it. And you want to do this to both sides, but you don't want to do it to the top and the bottom. We're going to leave that the way it is. So I'm going to go ahead and finish this up. Get it slip stitched on both sides. What we're going to do is take it and find the center of it and pull the center of it together to kind of form kind of like a bow. I'm going to take a piece of yarn the same color, and I'm going to try to get it in the center the best that you can, and tie it really tight in a knot here. Once you feel like it's centered, I think that looks pretty good. Get nice and tight. Okay, go ahead and clip these off. Okay, now I'm gonna make a little, just a little piece to go right there. You want to do the exact same thing that we're doing right here on the opposite side, but I'll do that off camera. So I'm gonna push that up. I'm gonna start with the slip knot. I'm just making something to go around the middle of the bow. So I'm gonna start with a chain of 8 single crochet in the second stitch from the hook, and then single crochet in every stitch across. Chain 1 and turn, and we're just going to do single crocheting in every stitch again. I'm just going to do rows of single crochet. Chain 1 and turn, go across again, and I want to do, I don't know how many rows I'm going to do, but I want to do enough that it's going to wrap around this part of it. So I'm going to finish up. I'll tell you how many rows I do. A total of 16 rows. If you want yours to be, if you need yours to be bigger, you do as many as you need. And I'm just going to place it here, and I'm going to use my yarn needle to sew it together from the behind. So place it right here, flip it over, and I'm just going to sew the 2 ends together. Nice and tight. You want to do it nice and tight. It looks nice when it's really tight. You can look at it, see what it looks like there. Okay, and you want to do the same thing to the other side. And if you want, you can actually sew this bow part to your bag so it doesn't move around. That's completely up to you. And I'm not sure if I'll do that. I'll wait till the end to see what it looks like. But if you want to, you just put a couple stitches to hold it there to the bag. And I'll hide these tails in a second. Now what I'm going to do is I'm going to go around the top with a row of single crochet. And I'm going to start with a slip knot on my hook. You can start anywhere you want. I'm just going to start right up here in the corner. Go through that slip knot. Go back into the same stitch I started in. Single crochet. And then single crochet all the way around. 1 in each stitch. Just like this. I'm just going to do this 1 row of it. finished going around the top with that one row of single crochet, and I just slip stitch into my beginning single crochet to close that round off. And I have some wooden handles that I'm just going to sew on the top with my yarn needle. You can do whatever kind of handles you want. You can buy handles like that. These came off an old bag that I found at an auction. Or you can make your own. You can make one big handle, two small ones, two big ones. You do the handle any way you want to, in case you don't have these. But what I'm going to do is just sew them on with my yarn needle at the top, find my center, and I'm just going to sew them on. And I'll probably just go ahead and do this off camera, and then my bag will be done. And I hope you enjoyed my tutorial. I hope you were able to follow along okay. Don't forget to like and subscribe to my channel, and you can check me out on Facebook too. I got lots of bag tutorials on my channel, and if you make any of my bags, you can post them on my Facebook page. I'd really like to see them. And until next time, have a good day.